Hiya, welcome back to Sport on 7. I'm Tom Bushell. Sport-wise, there is so much to look forward to before Christmas. We have the DP World Tour Championship, the conclusion of the race to Dubai to look forward to. There is also the Etihad Airways Formula 1 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the Emirates Airline Dubai Rugby Sevens, and the Intercontinental Beach Soccer Cup, all to look forward to. That's not all, though. The Harlem Globetrotters will be playing numerous games across the UAE at the end of October. I went to shoot some hoops with them, or at least try. The Harlem Globetrotters were formed in the 1920s and have since played over 20,000 matches in over 120 countries. The UAE is the next stop on that journey, and I spoke to two of the team's players whilst on a visit to Dubai. Let me introduce you then to two of the Harlem Globetrotters. We have Highlight and also Buckets. And my name is Tom, so who has the cooler name out of the three of us? Let me start with you, Buckets. Now, obviously, you're going to be here in the UAE performing. It's going to be fantastic. How long have the Globetrotters been going, and how did it all start?
Well, we're about to kick off our 87th consecutive season here soon, and the Globetrotters started in 1926 in Chicago, Illinois, not Harlem, New York. And the reason why the Globetrotters started is because African Americans or blacks were not allowed to play in white-only leagues in the late 20s and early 30s. So a Jewish promoter by the name of Abe Saperstein seen these 5 African American guys playing in the Savoy Ballroom in downtown Chicago, and he propositioned them to go around barnstorming. And barnstorming meant playing anybody who wanted to play them for money. So they ended up making a name for themselves by beating numerous teams, not only in the Chicago area, but outside the Chicago area. And that opened the doors for African Americans to play professional basketball all over the world. The first Globetrotter to sign an NBA contract with the New York Knicks was in 1950. And then after that, we started introducing the game of basketball, to different parts of the world with no running water or electricity.
Fantastic, and such a huge following around the world as well. Highlight, how did you make the team? How did you get into the Globetrotters?
The Harlem Globetrotters have a scouting system. It's very unique. They go all over the world looking for different type of players. We also have a player from the UK. His name is Tiny Sturgis. He's 7'8" tall. So no matter where you live in the world, you can become a Harlem Globetrotter.
I think we've seen today with my skills, maybe I won't be able to. You may think basketball is easy. Throw a ball and put it in the hoop. Well, I may be rubbish at the three-pointers, but my slam dunking is pretty much perfect. You're allowed to go on the shoulders of the other players, aren't you? But anyway, obviously you travel all over the world, don't you? What will you be bringing to the audiences of the UAE when you perform here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi as well?
Well, the audience will get an opportunity to see some great entertaining basketball, which includes some highlight dunks, some special shots from all over the basketball court, as well as some amazing tricks with the basketball. But we also have our 4-point shot, which is 35 feet away from the basket. That's 12 feet further than the NBA three-point line. And, we're trendsetters and innovators. So, hopefully they get a chance to see that 4-point shot not only at a Globetrotter game, but maybe in future, other leagues will pick that 4-point shot up. So they're going to see all of that good stuff, as well as get a chance to meet us after the game. We sign autographs before we head into the locker room.
35 feet?
35 feet away from the basket.
Do you reckon I can get that?
You can give it a shot. I'm not sure.
I've seen this guy shoot. I don't think that's out of his range, man.
How about
he's more like 15 feet.
3.5 feet.
Maybe. I think he can do that.
On your shoulders, 1 feet away.
That's right. Yeah.
That's my range. And what would you say your best skill is when you're traveling the world? What would you say your best skill is?
As far as my best skill is communication. That's my best skill. But on the basketball court, I'm a dunker. That's my best skill.
Now, I know that in 2011, Lionel Messi, the world's best footballer, many say, he was entered into the draft for the Globetrotters, wasn't he? So,
yes.
Was there ever a chance of him playing? And also, do you think he would be as good at basketball than he is at football?
Well, he's an amazing football player. So, I don't know. I've never seen his basketball skills before, but being that he was in the draft, he might get an opportunity. So, we'll see. But I think his football skills probably far outweigh his basketball
quite short.
Skills. Yeah, well, we have the shortest player in the world on our team. Well, not in the world, but in the Globetrotter history. His name is Jonte Too Tall Hall, and he's 5 feet 2 inches. So height doesn't matter.
Okay.
Skill is what it takes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, maybe no Lionel Messi, but we're looking forward to seeing you guys in Dubai and Abu Dhabi towards the end of the month. Thank you very much for chatting to me, and we can't wait to see you in action.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
The Harlem Globetrotters are in the UAE from the 25th to the 27th of October. And if you want to be part of the team, as I have proved, practice makes perfect. Although I'm not sure about the celebrations.
Hey, what can we say? There's big babies all over the world.
Hey, we're the world famous Harlem Globetrotters, and we will be playing at the Dubai Tennis Stadium October the 25th at 7 p.m. and October the 26th and 27th at 2 and 7.
I'll be that tall one day, hopefully. I can't wait to see those guys live on court in the UAE. There is more of them, by the way, than just the two of them. From the court then to the water. You may remember a few weeks ago we spoke to Julia Kafaki and Lady Elizabeth about their challenge to kayak around the Palm for Lara's foundation. Well, they have done it on Friday morning and we spoke to them straight afterwards.
We had a bit of a rough current for the first hour, which was really going against us, so we had to really struggle to push through that and keep going, but we managed, and then from there on it was clear seas, which was good. The last 5 kilometres was really tough. We were tired, everywhere was aching, hot, the sun was really coming out, so it was hard going for the last 5, but we did it.
Wow, and how did you guys motivate each other throughout this experience?
We had some music on, so it was a party boat. We just kept our spirits up, talking to each other, egging each other on, motivating each other, lots of water, lots of food, keep going, and yeah.
I feel that we have achieved a great deal through this challenge. I was personally very much inspired by my kayaking partner Julia, who's been so amazing throughout training in this challenge and organising the whole event. I also hope that we've inspired many women out there who have similar objectives to ourselves and who are looking to promote a cause through tough challenges in the similar way that we have. I should particularly like to thank Sophie Leray, who is the CEO of Naseba, and who founded the Women in Leadership series, who have kindly supported us all throughout this challenge in helping us convey the message that women have the determination and power to achieve their ambitions.
Hello, welcome to Jumeirah Golf Estates and the Tour Academy. My name's Wayne Johnson. Today we're on the 15th hole of the Earth course. We're going to talk about fairway bunkers and how to play those shots successfully and have more fun on the golf course. We're on the 15th hole at Jumeirah Golf Estates, one of the great finishing holes, and I want to show you how we're going to play a fairway bunker shot to help you make a par on this hole. Whenever you come into a fairway bunker, the first thing to remember is we want to maintain a very smooth, easy rhythm, nice tempo to your swing. We don't want to try and go at the ball very hard or aggressively. If we do so, we're going to tend to hit the ball fat, keep the ball in the bunker, as opposed to hitting the ball cleanly and out. First thing that's important is always take at least 1 club more than you normally would for the same distance from the fairway. If I was an 8-iron away from the green on the fairway, now I want to take at least a 7-iron, 1 club more, so that I can maintain a nice smooth rhythm and tempo in my swing. So first rule, let's take 1 club more than normal for the same distance. We're going to maintain a very smooth, easy pace of swing. Second point, always make sure that we position the ball very much in the center of the stance. We want to ensure that we have a nice early contact of the ball, making sure to hit ball and then sand so that the ball is going to fly out the correct distance. Let's try one. So we first aim the club face. Make sure that we settle the feet into the sand to form a nice firm base. The ball is centered in my stance, and throughout the swing I'm keeping a nice stable base, very firm from the waist down. The motion of swing, nice easy rhythm and tempo. Don't need to drive too much with the lower body, it's very much an arm swing. Let's try one. Now if you work on those techniques, you're going to be able to catch the ball nice and cleanly, hit the ball onto the green, and make sure you make that par on the 15th hole.
There you go. You may not be making the top 60 of the European Tour this year, but there's always next time, isn't there? Sport on 7 continues next with Chris McCarty here to talk about all the local sport in the last week. We'll have all the big results too. We're back in a moment on Sport on 7.